Good afternoon. How are you all? Are you all happy this day? I'm very glad to welcome you all back for our online computer class. Dear children, uh, I hope you have learned whatever we have seen, whatever we have learned in the last class, and I hope you understand what we have learned, isn't it? Uh, Dear children, do you remember what is the topic that that we are learning now? Yeah, we are learning about Axis 2013, isn't it? I think you already practiced how to open Access to 2013 and how to create a table using datasheet view, isn't it? And in this class we are going to see how to use design view. Okay, so your third chapter, we have seen the introduction of the Access 2013 design view in the previous class. You remember that, dear children? Okay, we have seen how to creating a table in the design view, how to create a table in the design view in the previous class, and we also have seen what are the components in design view. We have seen this is field definition grid. Okay, this is called field definition grid. This is field properties pane, and this is field selector. Okay, so these all things we have seen in the previous class, isn't it? You remember? And this is how your table looks like in the design view. Okay, in the data sheet view it is entirely different, isn't it, from the design view. So this is how it looks like. And we also have seen what are the different uses of the each section that we have seen in the design view. What is the use of field definition grid, field properties pane, field selector, and we have also have seen what is the primary key and how to and we did not see how to select a primary key, isn't it? In this class we'll learn how to select a primary key. Okay, and we have seen how to enter data inside the table, isn't it? And we have seen in data type. What is data type? Data type is the type of data that you are going to enter. Okay, so your data design view. Okay, in the design view there is a column called data type, inside which there will be a inside which you will be having. Using this drop down list you can select the type of data that you are going to enter. Okay, so that is what we have seen in the last class, isn't it, dear children? Okay, now in the description box we have seen this about this description box as well. And in this description box it is not necessary that you should enter anything, it is not compulsory. Okay, so if you need any description about the data that you are going to enter, you can add description. If not, it is not compulsory, it is optional. That is also we have seen in the last class, isn't it? So this is how your screen looks like in the design view. Okay, now today we are going to see how to set primary key. Okay, so this is the topic that we are going to learn today, setting and removing the primary key. Okay, so children, if you have your textbook ready with you, please turn your page to page number 40. Okay, take your textbook and turn to page number 40. And there you can see this heading, setting and removing the primary key. Okay, how to set a primary key and how to remove it. Okay, so first let me explain you. See, the first thing, what is a primary key, dear children? Do you remember what is a primary key? Okay, so it is a unique identifier. It is used to identify a data uniquely in every record. Okay, you know what is a record and what is a field, isn't it? You remember what is a record and what is a field? Okay, so each row in a table is called a record and each column in the table is called field. Okay, so that you remember, isn't it? So now primary key is a field that contains unique data for each record. For example, if you take a student database, okay, in a school they'll be having a student database. In the student database they'll have students registration number, name, and the address of the student and telephone number. Okay, all these details they'll be entering in the students database. Okay, in students database, I told you students registration number will be there, isn't it? Registration for number of each student is unique, isn't it? So it will not be repeated. So that particular field can be selected as a primary key. So that if you want details about a particular student, you can just use this primary key details to find the detail of any student. Okay, that means you can type only the registration number. You don't want to type the name of the student. Okay, if you type only the registration number, the details of that particular student will be selected. Okay, will be displayed. Okay, that is the use of primary key. Okay, that is unique identifier. You can call it unique identifier. Okay, so how to set this primary key in design view? That is what you are going to learn here. First you should select, look here, the first step is select the field to be set as primary key. First you have to select the field, which field should be set as primary key. Then you should click primary key in the tools group. There is a group called tools group, isn't it? That will be available in design tab. Okay, there you should go, you should click. Then you should alternatively right click the field selector of the column. Okay, you know already which is the field selector, isn't it? Which is the field selector? Okay, so in this picture, design view, so in this picture you have which is field selector, which is field definition grid, and which is field properties. So field selector is this part, the left end of the table. Okay, this gray color part is called field selector. Okay, so you should click there. Okay, dear children, you understand? Then after that what you should do, you should select the primary key from the context menu. Okay, then after you have set the primary key, an icon, okay, a key like icon will be appearing in the field selector. Okay, and removing the primary key is very easy. You should click again on the primary key icon. Okay, so the primary key will be removed. Shall we see how to do that? Okay, so first of all what you should do, you should open your Access 2013. I am going to open a blank desktop. Okay, then I am going to open it in table design view. Okay, this is your design view. So I have told you how to create. See, look here dear children, there is a part called create, and in the create there is an option called table design, that is under tables group. When you click on that, your data table will be viewed in the design view. Okay, so this is the field selector, isn't it? So if you want to enter data, you can enter here. Okay, so now I am going to enter some data into the data table. Okay, so let's take the same data that is available in your textbook. I am going to enter item code. Then I am going to enter item name. Then item price. Then item quantity. So immediately after typing each data inside the field name, you can see in the data type column, the data type field, you can see the type of data that you have entered. This is a default type of data. If you want to change that, you can click there. click that particular values, okay, click that particular cell, then this type of down arrow you can see. When you click on that, there will be different type of datas, okay, like short text, long text, number, date, time, currency, auto number. Okay, there are different kinds of data type. Okay, among that you can select whichever you want. Okay, so item price will be displayed in number, so I'm going to select number, and quantity also will be displayed only in number, so I'm going to select number here. Okay, as I've already told you, description is optional. If you want, you can use this description. Okay, you can write some description about the data that you are going to enter. Okay, so I'm going to type the exact thing that is available in your textbook. Okay, dear children, items name, then items price. Okay, so this is how you have to enter your description. Okay, something about your data. If you want to write something about the data that you are going to enter, then you can use this. Okay, so let's see how to set primary key. Okay, now first of all you should select the field. Okay, you should click here. Okay, for example, this is the field selector, isn't it? So here you should click. So after clicking that, in the design view, go to the design view. There you can see an option called primary key in the tools group. Okay, so you should click on that. Okay, once you click that, can you able to see a key like icon in the field selector? Okay, so this is called the primary key. Okay, now this is how you should set primary key. Understand, dear children? You should first click first you should go near to the field selector, then click there. So whichever, even this also you can set as primary key, and this also you can set as primary key. So whichever you want to set as primary key, go and click there, then go to design tab, then click the primary key. So again, if you click the primary key icon, okay, again if you click, it will be disappeared. Okay, so first for selecting primary key you should click once, and for removing it you should click that again. That's it. Understand, dear children? So this is how you should set and remove the primary key. Okay, dear children, understand? Okay, so today I want all of you to try out this. Okay, try this in your house by setting and removing your primary key. Okay, dear children, so with this I'm going to wind today's session. Okay, so in this, if you have any doubt how to open a table in the design view, and how to enter data in this design view, and how to select the type of data, and how to set primary key, and how to remove it, okay, all this we have seen today. So if you have any doubts in this, okay, in this topic, you can contact me personally. But dear children, I want all of you to practice it. Okay, repeatedly see this video and practice it. Okay, only then you can able to remember it for a longer time. Okay, dear children. Okay, thank you, dear children. Have a great day.